Newton, what do you hear most often from the men who come to you for help?
The question most of them have is there any hope? And my answer to them is yes. There is hope for you to change, and there is hope for them to show their partner that they have changed, and that this does not take a lot of time, that they can change right that moment, and they can show their partner the change immediately. They can show their partner that they have changed by the text they send when they leave the office before they get in the car, what they say on the telephone call, when they get in the car, even if there's a restraining order against them,
Mm-hmm.
even if the only way they can communicate is through their lawyer. There is hope that they can change, that their partner can notice the change, and there is hope that they can be happily married.
What resources are out there for the person who wants to get help?
Well, one of the resources is, of course, books, tapes about anger, rage, and violence in men. There are, of course, professional counselors, and many people start with them.
If I were a potential client interviewing therapists, what questions should I ask?
Well, one of the questions I would ask is what training that they have had in working with rageful and violent men, and I would ask them what kind the training was, how long it was, and I would ask them if not only had they seen angry and violent men, but if they specialized in that. Not that they had seen one or two in the last few months, but that is their specialty and how long they've been doing it.
What do you think are the most important attitudes for a new client to bring to his first meeting?
Well, the first one I call the gift of desperation, which is that the person is very motivated to change. And many of my clients are out of the house, away from their partner, and they desperately want to save their marriage. The second attitude that is important is a willingness to go to any length. And what I mean by that is to try new behavior. The behavior that they have been doing obviously hasn't worked. And to begin trying new behavior would be the absolutely most important attitude for change.
So the partner does need to be involved in the therapy in some way.
Yes, absolutely, if at all possible, but not in marital therapy. This will be the partner as consultant to the man and I and our work. So I will be asking her to get clearer and clearer about what she wants him to do specifically, and I will be working with him to do those things to please her, so that his focus is on pleasing her and away from what usually is the root of his problem, which is selfishness and self-centeredness.
I see. But what about getting down to the underlying psychological cause of the anger?
Well, my opinion is different than most therapists on this, and some of my colleagues might disagree. However, my thought is that men who come to me are like a man standing on a bridge over a river with his pants on fire. It's not the appropriate time to wonder how his pants got on fire, or what the nature of fire is, or when he first started feeling the heat. The idea is to jump. So my idea is to start now. And if you are a man watching this with your partner, you may want to ask her right now, what could I do right now to help you feel a little bit more kindly towards me, a little bit more pleased with me? And if she says, help more around the house, you may want to get more specific. And if she says, take out the garbage, then pause the video and get up and take out the garbage. So that's what I mean by jump, start, get specific, and do it now.
How about eventually? Do you ever find it helpful to do in-depth psychological work with the family?
Well, certainly, if there is a trauma, some of my clients have post-traumatic stress disorder. If they have been in combat, I often refer them to the VA for an evaluation. So the answer is yes, if it's apparent that trauma is part of the problem. However, at the same time, they can begin changing their behavior despite their history.
So they can change immediately.
Absolutely, at the same time. They can work on both.
So this will always require a commitment to maintenance for the rest of their lives.
For some people, yes, this is a lifetime commitment never to acknowledge or express anger directly to the person with whom they are angry. They may tell someone else that they don't know mutually that, yes, I'm angry at this person, or they may tell a counselor, but they don't express, for some people, the commitment has to be total and absolute. For others, it can be less, can be just learning a few communication techniques over a few months, and that's sufficient. So there's a wide range from just learning a few communication techniques and being able to express anger appropriately to people who need to make or do make a behavioral, psychological, and spiritual commitment for life. So there's a wide range.
See. So you're saying recovery from anger is a lifestyle. It's got to involve every part of yourself.
For some ragers, that is true. Every area of life, from clerks to driving style to their wife to waiters, it's a total commitment. Some people just have a problem in one area, but some people are what I call equal opportunity ragers, and they need to work on anger in all areas of their life.
Okay. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.